Sainsbury's. I'm so tired. Don't you hate that, Subs, when you've been at work and then you have to go to the supermarket and you just feel like the drudge of all drudgeness?
But you then have presents.
Work presents.
Like this.
What is it?
It's your coffin.
What is it?
No, it's... Oh, God. It's, genuinely, look. It's for outside. Look, we're going to be able to have a rose growing up the front of the house.
Oh! For the front of the house?
For the front of the house.
Is it right if I say something?
Yeah.
It's a bit small.
Yeah, but it's just for one little section.
I think we need two.
Yeah, I was going to get...
Very nice, thank you.
Oh my God, the first thing you do is
Thank you, it's lovely.
I was going to see if you liked it.
I love it.
And then if you liked it, I'll get more.
I love it.
Do you?
I love it.
I think it's really pretty. I think it's lovely.
Are we going to put the Thelma rose in it? Because Mum bought you a Thelma rose, don't forget.
No, Dina has.
Dina? Was it Dina?
Yeah, but they ran out of Thelma roses.
Oh no!
Yeah, she contacted me. They're going to have
Oh,
to...
we're not getting the Thelma
We're
rose.
not getting a Thelma rose.
Oh!
We're having to wait for the Thelma rose.
Oh, we will get a Thelma rose.
We're getting a Thelma rose.
Oh.
Can you say Thelma rose again?
Thelma rose!
Hey! Oh, sorry.
It wasn't the grass that tickled your ass, it was my finger. It wasn't the grass that tickled your ass, it was my finger. Magic moments, just like two star-crossed lovers. Come on, all together. It wasn't the grass that tickled your ass, it was my finger.
That's a really inappropriate song.
I know, don't put it in. Hello.
Hello. The girls have had their drama. Look at my glasses on my head. I look like a bug.
So I had that real thing, guys. You know when you're in the supermarket, I know I just said it when I came, but you're standing there, feeling your age, feeling just drudgy. I feel mucky. I just feel...
Yeah, you look mucky.
I just feel like... And I think everyone's feeling like this at the moment. Don't you just want to lie by a pool and drink cocktails?
My knees hurt. My knees really hurt. My knees and my ankles are really hurting.
We really should go to yoga at 6:30 for an hour. We would feel incredible. Do you know how different we would feel?
I don't think I can stand on one foot. I
You
can't
don't
be
have to
doing all
just
that.
say, "I just want to stand
can't
on
be
two."
doing all that, wrapping my leg around the back of one leg. It's so stressful.
You don't have to. It's a beginner's one.
I know, but
you'd be able to
as
do it.
soon
You're
as I have
very
to-
strong.
I don't want to be going like that on my leg. I don't want to be staggering. Oh no! You see, that's not my idea of
You
a
don't
fun.
have to
That's
do
not
that
my
on
idea
this
of a
one.
fun Wednesday
It's
night.
beginner's level yoga. He explains it.
Well, what's
Because we've
beginner's
always
level?
gone to
Just
intermediate.
standing?
No, it's a little bit. So like it's a bit of this. But you can just go like this instead of doing a downward dog. You can go like that.
Right. You've really sold it to me.
Because it wasn't the grass that tickled your ass, it was my finger.
What are you doing?
I'm sick of this.
Okay, guys, we're in a room full of girls. Okay, something's just come up on the Huffington Post, which is that online newspaper.
Yeah.
Listen to this. And this is really funny. Well, I don't know if it is funny.
He's got the giggles.
Why have you got the giggles? What are you laughing
I was
at?
like, yeah.
Oh, right.
Our children see us.
Polystyrene food. Brilliant. Yeah, the food that isn't...
Is that actually good?
Chuck it to me.
Don't chuck it, it's fine.
It won't, it's indestructible. So a man has gone onto Twitter and he's suggested that women are moaning and groaning about the cost of tampons.
Wow. Don't get me started.
Why?
Is he saying that we shouldn't be moaning?
Right.
Has he got
So,
any idea of
I'm
the
gonna
price?
read to you-
And you know what? We're also taxed on tampons. Well, you know what I think? I think all women should stop using tampons, bleed furiously everywhere, and then people will understand it's a necessity and not a luxury.
Jesus Christ, girls.
Believe it.
Okay.
There's a
Hey?
tax put on it because it's a luxury.
This is a luxury. Here's what he says. So the average,
What's his name?
So the average period is between 10 to 35 millilitres of blood. Each tampon holds about 5 millilitres, so 7 tampons per cycle. Let's be generous and say 10 for those ladies with an extra juicy uterine lining. 9 periods per year equals 90 tampons max. You can get a 64 pack on Amazon for £7.90 plus shipping. Buy 2 packs, save on shipping, and have 128 tampons for the year. That's about £20 here or there for a year's period. Cut down on your Starbucks frappuccinos and stop whining. This is a first world problem.
I don't even know where to start with him.
Would you like us to bleed on him and then he can
Right.
Say that again?
Would you like us all to furiously bleed on him and then he can
Good girl,
Yeah.
Maddie. Good girl.
Because I tell you what, if people couldn't afford tampons, if people weren't buying tampons
Yeah.
and sanitary towels, and we were just bleeding everywhere, people would be complaining about that and not about us complaining about making it affordable.
Some young girls don't go to school because they can't afford to buy sanitary towels, and this isn't made up. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
The other thing is, you don't put a tampon in and measure the blood. It doesn't work like that. Every time you go to the loo, you have to change your tampon. Does he know there's such a thing as toxi something? Or
Well,
other?
this is what a lot
if
of
you leave
people
them
have
in
said.
too long, you can die.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's gone down like a lead balloon. The headline in the Huffington Post is, this guy decided women need 7 tampons. It's gone down as well as you'd expect. Look at this fucking dweeb, someone said. But some pointed out that even with a light flow, following his advice could actually be dangerous.
Exactly, because you
That's
have.
really dangerous.
And that's another point. I remember when I was struggling for money, so I would leave my tampon in longer. And in fact, I went even further than that, which I'm not going to say because it's a bit disgusting. But I didn't realise I was putting myself in mortal danger. And women do die from leaving tampons in too long.
So what did you do?
I'm not saying.
Well,
Why
cut
would
it
you
out.
say that?
What did you do?
Because as I started to say it, I thought, no, I'm not saying it because it will be a headline,
Yeah, no,
and I
won't
don't
put
want
in,
it to
but
be a
what did you
headline.
say? What did you do? Nadia's just told us the thing that she said she wasn't going to tell us, and it's quite... What was the gasp horror? Don't tell us what it was, but we can't believe it.
But I was desperate. I didn't have any money. So if
Okay,
he
guys,
wants to
guess
come,
what-
I'll
guess
tell
what-
him. I'll explain it to him.
Yeah, but there really is... Isn't there sort of tampon poverty somewhere?
Yes,
And it's a
children
big-
are not going to school, and that's never mind in countries where people can't even afford anything to eat. That's another whole hellish story. But you wouldn't believe that there is, a poverty period situation going on here where girls do not go to school because when they bleed, they've got nothing.
Well, in the past, I've like missed lessons because I've been in the bathrooms not having anything.
Really?
But like, I know.
Yeah, but that's because you haven't been prepared, not because you haven't had the money to buy them.
No, but if I haven't had any on me and you have to pay for them in school as well. It
Oh, I
used to
see
be
what you
like-
mean,
Yeah, it's like £1 to get one or something. You won't
Yeah.
have one on you. But like I know at Brick School, the girls' bathroom, they have a big box where you've got to pay to get a sanitary towel. But now each time a girl goes into the toilet, they leave a free one on top of it.
Do they?
Yeah, so
That's
for girls
good.
in need, they just take
Oh,
a
that's a
free.
nice gesture.
Just the
I
students,
love
the
that.
students did it, not
Really?
the teachers. Yeah.
Did they?
I
Yeah,
love
it's
that.
like great, and have a free one, girl, and then it's like,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So.
What kind of I'm just trying to get into the mind of said dweeb.
Well, have a look
He
in...
sits down and works out the millimetres of the blood.
That's quite shocking.
He said if you have especially juicy uterus.
Yeah, a lot of people have taken umbrage
It's
with that.
disgusting.
It's outrageous, isn't it? I mean, even I know not to mention tampons. I mean, you just don't go there. It's just an air... My first experience
Do you
of...
know what? When I was having my menopause, and
Yeah.
I was really, really suffering, and I was bleeding so much, I just couldn't cope. I was having to use a tampon every half hour, and it was pouring.
We had to get buckets in,
It
didn't we?
was really, truly terrifying.
Oh yeah, and I
awful.
saw you that all happening to you before I started mine, and I thought that was what it was always. Like.
Oh,
Yeah,
bless, because it was so
yeah,
extreme.
So it was just non-stop, and I rang NHS Direct because I was really worried because I was bleeding so much, and they were as cool as a cucumber, and they said, would you say you are losing half a mugful of blood? If you're losing, you have to be losing half a mugful of blood for them to even consider seeing you. You believe
I
that?
faint when they take blood out of my arm. So imagine that coming out of your nun. Do you know what I mean? It is. I think men don't realise how lucky we are. I mean, my first experience of tampons was this. When I was about 6, my mum used to put them in a jug of water, and then they'd just be lots of bloody water with tampons just sticking in them, and then she'd pour them on her plants, her house plants, and the house plants The houseplants would grow remarkably, but there were many occasions where she'd forget that one would pour out. So, you know, friends would come around and they'd pick up this tampon in the houseplant. So the rubber plants grew really well, but there'd be tampons everywhere. And then in the hall of our flat, my mum used to type active feminist poetry on the walls. And I remember reading on the wall this poem that said, the blood, it drips. I embrace myself, my mother earth. And I remember thinking, good God. So I put a sign on my door and it said period-free zone at the age of about 7 or 8. Yeah, it had like drops of blood with a cross through it. Oh, that was quite a funny story.
I think
you,
people are a bit more queasy. I think
think
people are more queasy than you would think.
Well, then this arsehole shouldn't have chipped in, should he? Extra juicy uterine. What a weirdo. I mean, imagine sitting there doing the maths.
I know.
He's got an Excel flowchart out.
Really.
Yeah, really.
Is it Wednesday?
Yes, it's
Are we supposed to do a podcast today?
Yeah, we're doing a podcast.
So we're going to film a podcast. We're going to film our How to Stay Married podcast. No, Michael Jackson.
Oh, you
get
mean
your
the
hand
vlog?
off my arse, please.
I haven't got my hand on your bottom.
Whose dirty little hand is this?
I didn't have
So we're going to do our How to Stay Married podcast now. Can we do it like this?
Got to do trailers.
And we're going to do... Oh, we've got to do
Michael Jackson.
trailers.
The Michael Jackson documentary is in 2 halves.
So do you want to see what I bought today?
Yeah, why not?
Lamb's lettuce, because you love it.
I like a bit of lamb's lettuce. Makes me think of lambs eating it.
Because you're not having carbs, so I'm going to make you a curry and put spinach underneath it.
Ooh.
Pea shoots, because Maddie suddenly announced she loves pea shoots.
Pea shoots.
I don't know what you're like, Sals, but as soon as the kids say they love anything food-wise, I go out and buy it because they're so
Raspberry.
healthy. Red grapes.
Why
Do you know
red?
Black grapes are much better for you than red grapes.
Well, you know, you
You've got
keep
the
telling me
choice.
that, yeah.
Look at this.
I'm the infant.
Do you know how much this was?
This is like £4.
No, it wasn't. It was £2.50. It's so expensive. But I only get this for the kids. We just have the shit stuff.
What
But
is
you
it?
know why? Carrageenan free. I never knew about this.
I knew a carry green.
This is something that they put into all these nut milks. That's really horrible stuff. I don't quite know
What is it?
But this doesn't have it. Look.
God, just when you think you've got a handle on caffeine,
Look at
taurine,
this,
there's
guys.
carrageenan.
Look at this. I really don't like the way that dairy cows are treated. When you actually look into it, it's horrendous.
It is horrific.
So I get almond milk. But look, get your hand off my... 50% more calcium than milk.
How does that work?
Because nuts are very high in calcium. So if you think, God, if my kids aren't having cow's milk... Because
So is
you
it-
know you can legally have 15% of the milk can be pus, legally.
Becky, hang on, how did we get to pus?
Because... Okay,
Oh, hang on, I know what you mean.
when
In the
you
milking
think
of a
about
cow.
how do we think we get milk from a cow?
Should we pre-warn people before you go into this? I know this story, and it will put you off your milk, put you off your tea, your cereal, big time. If you're prepared for that, I'm saying this. If you want to keep drinking milk, turn off now and skip forward about a minute. For those of you who want to hear this is true, because we did a documentary about the dangers of dog food, and the man who was the specialist told me about the treatment of cows.
So basically, they're kept pregnant. I mean, how we didn't even know this. So they're kept pregnant so that they can lactate. But that calf is taken away from them because obviously they need the milk for us, right? And apparently you can hear the screams. So these poor cows are just kept
I can
standing
do a
being
cow
milked.
scream.
And can you imagine?
That's the sound they make.
So you've got, I don't know if any of you ever expressed how sore that can make your nipples. So you're being expressed all the time. So because of that, there's a certain amount of pus that comes on the nipples. And that goes into the milk. And what is the allowance?
I don't know, it's very high. It's very high. I mean, I was flabbergasted. Surely they must filter it or strain it or do something.
Well, yeah, but they have to allow a certain amount because maybe 15% is too much. I don't know, but it was.
But I
just
tell you what,
shocking
the thing
amount.
that I'm shocked about is that have we been is it propaganda telling us that your only source of calcium is from milk?
Yeah.
Because 50%
okay.
more calcium, how does that work?
Okay, so if you are vegan, you might not know about tahini. I think most vegans do tahini. Come with me, Mark.
I'm coming with you.
Vegans, vegetarians,
Coming with her.
anyone wanting to have less dairy. This, right, tahini. Okay, that's what you need in hummus. Okay, What it is made of is purely sesame seeds. It's just ground sesame seeds. It is so high in calcium. Get your hand off my arse. There's so many different dishes you can do with this. Maybe I should do some recipes for it. But a really nice sweet thing is have a tablespoon of blackstrap molasses with a tablespoon of tahini. Blackstrap molasses with a tablespoon of tahini. Mix it together.
It's very good.
So
I seem to
good.
remember
And this is filled with vitamin B and B12, which again, vegetarians or vegans can be short of.
When I was a kid, I used to have a spoonful of malt every day.
Oh, it's probably a similar thing.
But that's kind of, where are you going now?
Show you what else I've got in my... Oh, I got this because I saw my face on front of it. So I thought we'd have a look.
It's the Queen, babe. Yeah, I mean, you're popular, but I don't think you're the Queen.
Like the Queen. Nadia's Feel Great Secrets. Now, this is...
I've got a Feel
Mark,
Great
if you
secret.
do that one more time...
That felt great.
What makes me laugh is, you know, you get asked to do interviews and stuff and then you completely forget them. So I want to know what my Feel Great secrets are. Let's have a look. I laugh out loud 100 times a day, apparently. I laugh out loud 100 times a day. My dad says, unless we have a belly laugh at least once a day, what are we alive? I wonder when I did this. Nadia's happy place. This is me. My happy place, my two favourite things in the world are to be either walking on the beach with my family and my dog or sitting on a beach with my girlfriend drinking rosé. When I'm with a group of women just chatting in that way that we do, there is... You know,
Incredible music of women.
Yeah.
Incredible music. See, you call it the incredible music of women's language. I call it the cacophony of noise and dirge.
Dirge. What's that in? My weekly. Right. Stop it!
That's your feel great secret, is your arse.
Come on, we've got to do this podcast.
All right! Oh, look. The Barocca are a different colour today. Which means I mustn't be shocked when my wee comes out the same colour. Do you ever get that when you go to the loo after having had Barocca or any kind of vitamin pill and you forget and then you go to the loo and you think, oh my God, I'm radioactive?
Look. Oh, hello, Subs. I found the perfect thing for you for tonight. The Sawalha Sanctuary.
What?
So, this is the thing that we can do at the yoga place. Our weekly sanctuary gives space to connect with your inner world, feed your soul, and restore yourself to well-being. Through a soulful combination of breath work, yoga nidra, and meditation, you will be coaxed, and this is the good bit, into a deep state of rest, unwinding, rebalancing, and nourishing body, mind, and spirit. This will be a mix of very ancient and modern teaching practice techniques combined with specially blended aromatherapy oils and ambient lighting. Come on! Let's do it!
You are joking.
I am not joking. Are you kidding me? You don't want to do that?
You're sitting around.
Ambient lighting, aromatherapy oils, unwind and unrest.
Why do we have to do it
Look
with
at the
strangers?
state of you.
What do you mean? I can think of countless other ways I'd rather unwind than with a
The
bunch of
class
strangers in a
closes
room.
with a meditation practice which allows us to truly enter
Breathing
a different
heavily,
state of
yes.
mind. Learning how to quieten the mind and explore at different levels of
Can I
consciousness.
just say, one way of quietening the mind is you just shushing.
Listen, okay. If you are in search of harmony, peace, inner insights, and improved overall well-being, our weekly sanctuary lays the foundations.
Do you want to lift to yoga? Is that what this is all about?
No, I want you to come with me.
I don't want to go to
But
yoga.
you might feel really zen afterwards.
I want to drink coffee in the cinema. Thanks though, thank you. Thanks. Oh, have you found a new one?
Look, what about
Look,
this
she
bit?
found another one. Another class?
What about this bit? So, we connect the physical body, calm the nervous system and override stress.
It makes me stressed just hearing everyone go breathing.
Yeah, but you're young.
Yeah, but Dad's young as well.
Look at Daddy. Look at him. This is actually what you need. Look at you. You're so tired. I just was reading the messages under yesterday's vlog and somebody made me laugh so much.
Oh, good.
She said, Nadia, I really think you need to consult a doctor for your mental health
Your mental health.
Yeah, you're shouting all the time. You're in a bad mood all the time.
Are you?
You tell Mark
Well,
about.
that's really sweet. That's so kind of her.
And then she moves on to, oh no, it was quite funny. I can't eat such and such because it's got fish guts in it. Such a funny.
Oh, that's because of our chat about fish ingredients and
Oh.
alcohol. Kiki, you were right.
Yeah.
Fish is in wine and beer.
Oh, that's so.
No!
I want some raspberries.
Oh, bloody hell. Don't go for a girl's rice cake. Put it on
Hands off the
camera.
rice cakes.
Like rice cakes, dearie. Yeah. Are they good though?
I thought you were joking on it. What is it?
Look, there's your dear mum. I laugh out loud 100 times a day. Oh. I think I laugh more than your
Got
mum.
fake tan on in that.
No, she looks like...
No, I've been away.
Doesn't look like you, babe.
No, it doesn't.
Shala Sanctuary.
Doesn't look like you. Let's have a look. Let's do this. Look at me. Look at me. Nads, look at me.
No.
No.
Yeah, but that's my made-up self, isn't it?
But your head looks 3 times
That was at the
wider
Mind
in
Media
the...
Award.
Your
I think
head-
I look lovely there.
Your head, huh?
I think I look lovely there.
Yeah, you do.
I look nice.
Yeah, you do. But your head
Is
looks
it an odd
wider.
photo though?
It is an odd photo.
You look really nice, but it's really odd something about it.
Yeah, something odd about it.
I'm gonna look up what
I think she looks a lot better there, don't you? Babe, you look great there. Look, let's have a look at that one.
How do you find that relaxing?
For the next 20 minutes or so.
This is yoga nidra. This is the thing that we would have
You
with the
can either lay
aromatherapy.
on your bed, yoga mat,
I want to kill her.
where you can be in a lay
It
position.
stresses me out.
Your knees slightly bent and supported.
Yeah, but this isn't the one that's going to be there. This is yoga nidra.
Arms facing up.
It's aromatherapy oils. It's low lighting. You know the bit that you
What do you
love?
do with
yoga right at the
aromatherapy
end
oils?
when they
What,
lie
they rub
all-
them in you?
No, they'll be puffing around. You know the bit at the end of yoga with Juliet that you
Yes.
love? This is it.
Awake and listen to the sound of my voice.
It takes you to a half sleep,
This
half wake.
allows both your body and brain
Come on.
Mum!
to fully relax.
It's really weird.
It's meant to be. There's 2 spaces.
It's like some kind of ASMR you like to listen to.
Is
It's
it?
wrong.
I just think there's something nice about being soothed. It's a bit like.
Yeah, but it's not soothing. It makes me so stressed. Because I start overthinking about the words she's saying and how she has like a lisp or something, and that makes me stressed.
I know what you mean. I end up listening to how they're saying it rather than what they're saying.
Yeah.
I get a bit scared by them.
Yeah. Because you think they're going to like kill you.
You think they're going to find you in the dead of night and they'll
Ah.
kill you. Whilst I want to make a short horror film. Yeah, a short horror film in which a person falls asleep listening to a meditative app. But listen, in the app, they are being brainwashed with the words of how to kill their family. And they don't realise they wake up.
I quite do like it.
It's quite. Is that a good idea? I think that's a good idea. It's a meditation app. So how meditation, through the kind of passive-aggressive art of meditation, they end up haunting a family, babe.
Mom, that's an awful reaction.
So what do you think of my pitch for a short film? Where you're listening to a meditation app at night and the app brainwashes you to kill your family.
Mark, I don't want to talk about this. What is wrong with you? I've come down to offer you a lovely yoga nidra and you've taken us to murder.
What?
Yoga nidra. Mark! I'm getting really pissed off with you and that. Stop it! Just please, just... Oh. I need to go and live on a mountain.
Go on, Em.
No, that's so weird.
Live on a mountain. She's quite good at football, Chi-Chi.
No, she's not.
Me and you could look. I've always wanted to.
I picked the ball up.
She hasn't seen it. Toffee's like, I've got a ball. I can do balls. I've got a ball. Hey! Look, Tommy's like, I'll take my ball outside. But what are you going to do with it? Lose it?
Oh my God. It's like literally everything. Oh, I'm so cold. Every time I turn the news on, isn't it?
Well, it's funny that
horrendous.
Maddie was on top of it, wasn't she? Maddie was on
Another
top of
stabbing.
it.
Well, you know, there's a friend of mine, I don't want to say her name, was telling me about a friend of hers who is in her 70s who came home to her flat a couple of days ago, not far from here. Absolutely knew there was somebody in the flat, just felt it. She'd only recently moved in. Anyway, she called the police. She's a woman in her 70s. She called the police, and do you know what the police said?
What?
We won't be able to come out. We've got too many stabbings and shootings tonight.
You're joking.
She had to wait 2.5 hours. She didn't know where to go. She had nowhere to go. And she knew what she did. Because he was kind of trapped where he was. He couldn't get out. She called out to him and said, I'm going to open the side gate for you so that you can run off.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Dang. So we're in
So,
a
he
situation.
said, so the police said that to an older woman.
So we're in a
Believe it.
situation where the police are saying on the phone they can't get to an emergency break-in.
Oh yeah, because we're dealing with stabbings and shootings.
Well, that basically means in the world of 2000 AD and Judge Dredd, we are just inches away from lawlessness.
No.
Seriously, I'm not exaggerating.
Then they eventually came later on and they said they were closing the case because they knew there was no way they were going to be able to do anything about it.
Which is why it's good that we've got security cameras all over the house and we've got our Ring phone and Ring
They won't do
camera
anything
and
if you haven't got
ADT.
security. Yeah. They won't do anything if you haven't got... when Stacey's car got nicked a while back, first thing they said was, have you got any CCTV footage? Otherwise we'll close the case.
Yeah. And Mr. Cameraman here has got so many cameras, I don't know what to do with them all. I'm filming so much bloody material, it's ridiculous. I've got more footage of the local crack-addicted foxes than anyone else in the entire borough. Can I just say, that smells absolutely divine.
Are you ready? Sorry, people always get annoyed with me tasting, but I have to, because if you don't taste...
Suits you, sir, suits you.
Suits you.
Oh, sir. Oh, sir. Would you like one, sir? Would you like it, sir?
Suits you, sir.
Do you like it, sir? In the back, sir? Would you like it in the back, sir?
All I did for this, because I wanted a really quick curry, I just used some...
Oh, it smells great. Oh, what about some raisins, babe?
No. Because that will send you on a spiral of addiction to... And then you'll be looking for raisins all night. Where's what I used? Paste.
Balti paste.
Balti paste.
That sounds
I
funny.
simply fried it.
Yeah.
I had some marinated chicken.
Yeah.
Added a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt,
Can I
and
just
some
say,
cream.
Classic example. Why can't you just shut that when you've opened it?
I don't know.
But that is...
So to that, shut up. I'm going to add...
I would never think to do that in the kitchen. Just pour a bag of spinach into something.
Yeah.
Just going to go turn the washing machine off. Bedlam. Oh, Toffee, are you all right there, darling? Why are you here? That is weird. Why are you being so weird? Toffee, move your head. Smells delicious. Looks delicious. Is delicious. And I'm not talking about the curry.
Right, do you want rice or not?
Yes, please. Yum, 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 yum. The missus does it again with a wonderful curry. And a bit of ginger beer. It's all a bit fiery, a bit spicy, a bit yummy. Mmm. Really tasty, babe. Thank you.
Good.
Huh? So good.
I put loads of peas with mine. It's yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy curry in my tummy.
Yum.
Loads of veg.
Bloody hell, it's ended up being a bloody busy evening.
So busy.
Just responded to the R. Kelly story, and we are literally now about to sit down and watch
Michael Jackson.
Michael
I was
Jackson
just
doc.
saying on an Insta story. I think it's a bit worrying for all of us where the Jacksons were such a big part of our lives.
I feel a bit nervous
Yeah.
about it. I know what you mean. It's weird. It's like he was such a part of every sort of kid or family's lives,
And
wasn't
it's
he?
going to be a horror story again.
Oh, damn.
Not great.
I mean, from
way
what
to
I'm
spend it.
hearing, apparently it's a bit of a slam dunk. It's a Savile situation. Anyway, this is the end of our vlog. Home time for tonight.
See you tomorrow. We'll loose women tomorrow. See you there. And then see you...
Hi, subs. Bye,
Where else will we
subs.
see you?
Bye, subs. We'll
I
see you
don't know.
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
We're out at the theatre, so it'll be an out and about one tomorrow.